Young and the Restless spoilers reveal the tense developments when Tracy realizes Alan's plot. It is Martin, not Alan. What will Tracy do for the next plan, to avoid being harmed by Martin? Everything begins when Alan Laurent, a mysterious man with a strange past, suddenly appears in Paris, preparing for something that he claims will make Tracy Abbott extremely surprised. However, no one knows clearly what awaits her in this city of lights. Is Alan planning a romantic act to strengthen their relationship? Or does he have other plans? Jack Abbott, Tracy's brother, cannot help but worry. He feels that Alan may be hiding something, and does not rule out the possibility that Alan will find a way to harm Tracy. Jack has witnessed enough unusual behavior in Alan to understand that he is not the person Tracy thinks. The tension between Jack and Alan comes to a head when Jack begins to suspect that Alan's presence in Paris may be linked to a larger threat. Meanwhile, Tracy's sister, Ashley Abbott, is also in Paris. Could Ashley be a threat again? Could Alan really be a different person than the Martin Laurent who once caused so much trouble for the Abbott family? Tracy, despite still loving Alan, can't help but feel strange about his actions. She is planning a trip to Paris, when she realizes that Alan is not only traveling with her on the Abbott family jet, but has also purchased a commercial flight. Is this normal or is there something unusual? Alan tells her that he has a surprise for her, and wants her to meet him in a few days. This confuses Tracy even more, as she is unsure if they are really planning a wedding or if there is something else that Alan is not telling her. Tracy couldn't understand Alan's actions lately. After he proposed to her, everything seemed fine, but now Tracy received strange messages on Alan's phone. She felt something was wrong. Was Alan hiding a secret from her? Or did he just want to make their wedding a surprise? Tracy felt anxious and uneasy, but she couldn't figure out the root cause of Alan's change. Things became more tense when Tracy discovered ambiguous messages on Alan's phone. She was worried about what was going on, but Alan acted as if she was being deliberately curious. He insisted that there was nothing to worry about, and that it was all a misunderstanding. But Tracy wasn't fooled. She knew something was wrong, and she couldn't ignore the suspicion growing in her heart. When Alan suddenly left town, Tracy couldn't help but worry. He said he needed time to think and process some things related to the clinic, but was that the real reason? Or had Alan run away and had some plan behind his sudden departure? Tracy couldn't help but think of worse possibilities. Was Alan really leaving Genoa City? Or was he planning something she couldn't understand? Are Ashley and Martin Laurent a threat that can't be ignored? While Tracy is dealing with the uncertainty about Alan, another danger is lurking. Ashley, Tracy's sister, is still in Paris and doesn't know that she could be caught up in a more complicated story. Is Ashley a threat from Martin Laurent again, or is the truth more dangerous than they thought? The relationship between Martin and Alan remains an unsolved mystery, and Ashley may be the one to uncover the dark secrets surrounding these two men. Alan, despite trying to project an image of a romantic and loving man, may be hiding darker intentions. Tracy finds herself drawn into a dangerous game that she cannot fully understand. Meanwhile, Jack and Ashley are both worried about what Alan might do to achieve his goals. Does Alan really just want to surprise Tracy, or does he have other plans behind his actions? Can Tracy continue to trust him, or will the truth expose her to an unexpected betrayal? Meanwhile, the threat of Martin Laurent still hangs over the Abbott family, and perhaps this story is only just beginning. As for Ashley, can she avoid the danger that Alan and Martin are creating, or will she be the one to finally lift the veil of mystery? All of these questions remain unanswered, and only time will give the Abbott family a better understanding of what is really going on. The tension revolves around Phyllis and Sharon Newman in Alan Laurent's game of death. Everything became extremely tense when Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman unexpectedly fell into the trap of Alan Laurent, a man with a dark past and deep calculations. No one could have expected that, after all the tragedies that the Abbott family had to go through, Alan continued to plan to harm their loved ones, this time Phyllis and Sharon. Alan's plan, a deadly trap. Alan, with his calculating and scheming mind, did not simply create an ordinary trap. He prepared everything in a room filled with oxygen, a device that makes any living thing that inhales it face death if they do not escape in time. Alan arranged everything sophisticatedly to kill Phyllis and Sharon, relying on the possibility that they might get too close to this dangerous room without knowing it. Alan's moves were almost carefully calculated, and it could be said that everything was prepared almost perfectly by him. However, all of Alan's plans were broken by an unexpected intervention. Nick Newman and Billy Abbott, two brave and quick-witted men, discovered this plot in time and quickly acted to save Phyllis and Sharon from Alan's death scythe. Nick and Billy, heroes, saved Phyllis and Sharon with a keen eye and determination. Nick discovered unusual signs in Alan's actions and suspected that there was a larger conspiracy going on. When he realized that Phyllis and Sharon might be in danger, Nick did not hesitate to contact Billy Abbott, a friend and ally in the battle against Alan. Together, they quickly located the dangerous room and found a way to rescue the two women. Although things were tense, thanks to Nick and Billy's quick thinking and ingenuity, Phyllis and Sharon managed to escape before the oxygen-filled room suffocated them. However, that did not mean they were completely out of danger. Alan and his dark schemes, past and present intertwined. It seems that everything related to Alan is never simple. After failing to kill Phyllis and Sharon, Alan still did not give up. He continued to prepare a bigger plan when he turned his attention to Paris. Alan knew that Ashley Abbott was there, and he had learned a dark secret about her. Ashley's dissociative identity disorder, DID. This made Alan even more dangerous, because he knew that with just a little outside influence, Ashley could fall into a chaotic psychological state that he could easily manipulate. Ashley, despite her strength and intelligence, is not immune to the consequences of her past. Her DID relapse can have serious consequences for her mental and emotional health. Alan knows this and tries to exploit Ashley's condition to his own ends. Can Alan make Paris as dangerous a place for Ashley as he did for Phyllis and Sharon? Phyllis and Sharon, unyielding warriors. Although Phyllis and Sharon have successfully escaped Alan's trap, that doesn't mean they've gotten off the hook. Phyllis, in particular, is struggling with the psychological effects of her confrontation with Alan. Feelings of anxiety, stress, and fear constantly plague her, making it difficult for her to maintain her composure. However, Phyllis is still a warrior who will not be easily defeated. She has been through a lot in her life, and this time is no exception. Although anxiety and fatigue seem to be building up, Phyllis is still determined to find out the truth about Alan and the plots he is carrying out. Sharon, with her calm and rationality, also plays a big role in helping Phyllis get through these dark times. Together, the two struggle to not only overcome the current crisis but also to help the Abbott family escape the dangers posed by Alan. Their relationship, although strained at times, is a key factor in helping them overcome the challenge. Although Phyllis and Sharon have escaped Alan's death trap, this battle is certainly not over. Alan is still lurking somewhere, always ready to continue his dark plots. The threat he poses not only affects Phyllis and Sharon, but also threatens other loved ones in the Abbott family, especially Ashley. The story is long, and there are still potential dangers ahead. Can Phyllis and Sharon continue to hold their nerve and fight Alan? And can Ashley overcome the effects of the past and Alan's manipulations? All of these questions remain unanswered, and the Abbott family will need to unite more than ever to deal with this threat. In recent days, Ashley Abbott feels that she is almost back to normal. After all the time of treatment, efforts, and endless trips to therapy, she feels that she is gradually recovering. But when she looks in the mirror, Ashley realizes that she cannot deny a painful truth. Although she has made progress, she is not yet completely back to her old self. The effects of the past, the trauma she suffered, are still present and engraved in her heart. Ashley has been through a lot over the years, especially when she has to deal with dissociative identity disorder, DID, a disease that no one can overcome easily. However, her optimism and strong will have helped her overcome, but there is no denying that she is still fighting the ghosts of the past. And the biggest threat comes from the two men in her life, Martin Laurent and Alan Laurent. Martin Laurent, the man who can't escape the past. Martin, with his dark schemes, never seems to let Ashley have true peace. He knows her weaknesses well and always tries to influence her psyche, making her return to a state of chaos. Every time Martin appears, Ashley's painful memories of the past resurface. And so, anything Martin does to disturb her, even if it is just a small action, makes Ashley feel like she is sinking into a nightmare with no way out. This is not the first time Ashley has faced Martin's manipulation. She has been a victim of his mind games, games that seem to never end. Every time Martin appears, Ashley feels herself being pushed into a tangled, unclear and extremely tiring emotional state. But this time, she tries to be stronger, determined not to fall into his trap again. However, can Ashley keep her spirit and resist Martin's manipulation this time? Alan Laurent, the next enemy in Ashley's life. The second threat to Ashley comes from Alan Laurent, the man she once trusted and loved. But now, Alan is no longer the person Ashley once knew. He has changed, becoming a scheming and calculating person, willing to use any means to achieve his goals. Alan knows Ashley's weaknesses well, and he does not hesitate to take advantage of them. Alan sees that Ashley's did is not yet fully under control, and he does not miss an opportunity to cause chaos in her psyche. Every time Alan appears, Ashley feels more out of control than ever. He is not only a scary man in the past, but also an unpredictable danger in the present. Can Alan continue to pursue Ashley, exploiting her weaknesses to achieve his goals? Can he make her fall into a worse state, like before, or will Ashley find a way to escape his clutches once and for all? In this chaotic picture, Tracy Abbott, Ashley's sister, is the only one who can recognize that something is wrong. Tracy is a smart, perceptive woman who always puts her family first. When she sees the signs of danger for Ashley, she cannot sit still. Tracy notices a strange change in Alan's actions, and she begins to suspect that he is planning to harm Ashley again. However, she does not expect that this time, Alan may not only target Ashley, but also herself. Tracy knows about Alan's past schemes, and she never forgets what he has done. However, she does not expect that this time, Alan may lock her and Ashley together to keep the secrets he does not want to be exposed. Tracy will not let Alan carry out his plan easily. She will fight to protect her sister and family, but will Tracy be able to escape Alan's trap before it is too late? All these events seem to have just begun, and the horrors have not stopped. May sweeps, a key moment in The Young and the Restless, promises to bring big changes and dramatic situations. While Tracy is still not fully aware of Alan's schemes, she will discover shocking truths at the most crucial moment, when the truth will likely shock the entire Abbott family. The story is still in development, and no one can predict the outcome. With the constant threats from Alan and Martin, the Abbott family may face unprecedented challenges. The battle between past and present will continue to push the characters to new limits, and will love, loyalty, or intelligence help them overcome these challenges? The story is not over yet, and fans are still waiting to see if Tracy and Ashley can solve all the chaos. Unexpected revelations and dark plans will keep viewers glued to the screen.